I'm gonna do the chicken, oh, right here, so you can see it. I'm also doing, if I have to get 2 cups of cooked shredded chicken. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna chop the chicken up, and then I'm gonna put it in my little pan and get it all cooked, and then I might shred it a little bit more. Just getting this chicken cooked here. Turning the heat on. I'm gonna get some olive oil, and my hand is all raw chickeny. Gross. And I got my olive oil. Just gonna put a little bit of that in there so that we don't like have the chicken directly on there, because I noticed it kind of sticks. Chicken. Actually, I should have probably moved that olive oil around, but that's okay. Here we go. The chicken, because otherwise the chicken just gets like seared from the heat on the bottom. But when I put the lid on, the heat like goes everywhere and it cooks it, and it seems like it's, excuse me, like more moist. Feel free to talk amongst yourself if I'm not talking right now, or you know, not talking to you. Or ask me questions and I'll look at them and I'll answer them for you as best as I can. I forgot. I'm gonna add a little salt. I always forget to salt the chicken. Do you guys salt your chicken when you cook chicken for casseroles? He thought it was a dead dog. It's moving! It's moving! Come here, Mousy! What are you doing? Come here! He's like perfectly in the shot. It's like the little Meowky cam right there. He thinks I have food on my finger, that's why he's looking up. Okay, Meow, I'm gonna have to get behind you and get in the fridge, okay? Watch out! Watch out! Okay. I find chopping veggies like really therapeutic. I know I said that already about celery, but just in general. Okay, so here we go with the celery. Okay, and I'm supposed to do 3 stalks. And get some of these tops. Oopsie, almost dropped that. Just chop the top off of all of these. Make it real easy. I think I'm going to add a little extra celery too, because, oh, it's got a little brown spot. Let's get rid of that guy. Okay. I'm going to add a little extra celery because I'm afraid that there might not be enough content in these casseroles. Okay, here we go. Chopping the celery. Let's see if I can do this a little bit prettier. I know I'm supposed to go like this with my fingers. And I'm going to leave the celery like slightly bigger. Oh, I thought I saw somebody walking up the stairs. Chopping my celery. I'm not a professional chef, so you will not see me being snobby about chopping veggies. I just think celery is so fun to chop because it like makes that really fun like crunch sound. Oh, that one's a little small. Okay, got that. I've actually never considered actually going to school for cooking because I kind of feel like that would ruin it for me. Like, I used to really love photography, and then I took photography in college, and then I hated it for like years, and I'm kind of liking it now, but it just, I don't like thinking of like something I like as a hobby as a science. It's not a science, it's just how you feel for it. Like, you just feel it. I mean, I guess, yeah, you follow recipes, but... Okay. Chopping the veggies, chopping the onions, trying not to cry. These are another vegetable that I'm, like, kind of scared, and it's probably scaring you guys the way I'm cutting it. But I'm doing it slowly and, like, kind of evaluating how the knife is, like, going into the onion so that I know it's not going to slip on me. Watch, then I cut my finger on stream. If that happens, I'll probably have to lay down. So you guys would just hang on if I cut my finger. Just hang on. Because the last time I cut my finger, I felt really nauseous just because it freaks me out to see the blood. Blood! Smaller. Maybe one more. There you go. Looking good. Alright, we're about to cook the veggies. This is one of my favorite parts too. I like this stuff. Here we go! Throw the onions in. Like you mean it. I'm going to saute the onion, celery, and carrots until softened, about 10 minutes. I was actually supposed to put a little bit of oil and heat that first, but I wanted to do it this way because I knew I was going to be chopping for a while. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil. That should be good. That might be a lot actually. That's okay. Where's my... Just going to clean this real quick. This soap, I made the cookies. I made the cookies on Saturday. I don't know why you're complaining. Ew, onion cookies. Gross. Although sweet and savory is sometimes kind of yummy together. Okay, so I'm just getting this, the oil kind of mixed in. So, because this pot actually like gets really stuck really fast. Put the chicken. I'm gonna shred the chicken. Oh, that's juice in there. Let's get the juices out. Gross. Chicken juice. Okay. I'm just gonna like fine chop this a little bit more now that it's cooking here. I'm gonna do the white rice first. Again, I'm doing minute rice. It's not very, I don't know. Who else uses minute rice? That's your son. And the water is nice and boiling, so I'm gonna stick the rice in there. Watch out, Milky, I'm gonna burn you. He's sitting right below me. Okay, I need a cup of this, but I need a dry... That's good. I need a dry measuring cup, so I'm using my, what's this called? Tea towel? Tea towel. Fluffy tail. It's flat out banned? Really? Is it, do you know why it's banned? Okay. I always put a little tiny bit extra of the, tiny bit extra of the rice because I always feel like my rice is too, like liquidy. And it always seems to help to have a little extra in there. Like soaks, it takes a while. What in the world? I should have gotten the prepared one, but it was like $1 more. There was prepared wild rice that I could have just put in the microwave for 90 seconds. That's okay. That's okay. So I put this in. Then I put this seasoning in. And then, oop, I don't know if you guys saw the puff of powder. Tablespoon of butter, and then 1 2/3 cup of water. So here's 1 cup, and I need to get the 2/3 cup. Here's 1. I'm gonna start the heat on that. And then I need my 2/3. Is this? Actually, I only have 1/3, so I'm gonna do 2 of these 1/3. John Kane, yeah, Dan, Ryan, and Wayne. Water in there to hopefully help the boiling process happen sooner. And I'm gonna put a little bit of butter. I just went and got some butter yesterday. Lots of butter, because I knew I needed butter for this. And because I was out of butter. I'm trying to figure out, I've been shopping at Smart & Final lately. I'm trying to figure out if it's actually cheaper than the grocery store. Because it doesn't feel like I'm coming out like terribly cheaper, but I don't know. If you guys have any input on that, let me know. I'm actually just going to do this, I think. Get top I like to cut the butter. I forgot because I was talking, but I like to cut the butter while it's still wrapped. I'm putting the butter in there. It's 3 minutes before serving. Ingram49, thank you for following. You are right. I know my place. It's in the kitchen, isn't it? I'm a girl. I'm supposed to be in the kitchen. Beck Quinox, thank you for following. Putting the wild rice in. I already put the white rice, the celery, the onion, the chicken, and the carrots in there. The Train Lover 1, thank you for following. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do a little bit extra. That's probably good there. Thank you for following, Kayowith. My mods are having fun, I'm sure. She can't cook. 360 viewers now. Thank you for following, Huck Fittler. Okay, the butter needs to melt, and then I'll add the flour. Okay, let's see. I'm adding in the 2 cups of chicken broth. Whisking constantly, or trying, failing. Trying to get the sides. So I have 1 more cup of the chicken broth. Let's see. I'm just making sure. Whisk until thick and nearly boiling. Then stir in cheese until melted. So that's my 2 cups of chicken broth. And I have plenty left over for the salmon I'm going to make later. I'm making, here we go, cheese sauce. Going in. And I'm just going to take my spatula. You guys all came for the good part when I'm pretty much done. Okay. Let's just work to clean all this up. I haven't even prepped the food for tonight yet. This is just for future stuff. Thank you for following. I do hear your follows. Thank you for following. Okay. So that is empty. Step is to put the cheese on top. You guys can kind of see that. I think you can see that, right? Yeah. Here goes the cheese. So it's like 1.5 cups for both, for like the 1 casserole. So I'm just gonna kind of like eyeball it. Finished up the casserole. I have never made this before, so I have no idea like how good it is. But I think it's probably pretty good. The ingredients seem pretty basic. Like right now, thank you again so much for being so awesome, you guys. I will see you on Thursday at 5. Bye-bye.